Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to share with you my top 10 designer fragrances for this beautiful spring season. We're in full spring. We don't have any blooms yet, but it's definitely gorgeous outside. These are kind of go-to fragrances that work in May, June, and will take me into the summer. Essentially, all of these would work as signature fragrances as well. So if you're looking for something that would be more signature scent worthy, would be great for many different types of occasions and situations, all of these fit that bill. I love them so much. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. If you already are a part of the community, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Like, seriously, I'm so thankful for your support, your comments, everything. You guys are just so awesome. So let's get into this. The first fragrance, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's one that I will never be without in my collection. I just think it is an absolute solid, stellar fragrance, and it is COCO Mademoiselle by Chanel. It does no wrong in my books. Like, it lasts a good 10 hours on the skin. From the moment I smell it to the moment it disappears, it's amazing. So it smells classy and sophisticated, but it's not too serious. There's a bit of flirtiness in it. It's got some sweetness because of the orange. The orange is not overly citric feeling, or like, you know, how sometimes orange can smell like a cleaning product or something like that. This smells like a warm, sweet orange, super juicy, mouth-watering, but not overly zesty. So I just love it. It smells calming, it smells sweet, it smells feminine, and it's just beautiful. The other thing that's cool about this fragrance is it takes you on a bit of a journey, but although it morphs during the day, and as it dries down in the deep dry down, you get a bit more of that woodiness and vanilla. It starts off like with a burst of kind of warm orange, a little bit of bergamot. As that kind of settles, you get into the florals a little bit more, but the citrus never disappears. And then as that kind of goes on in the deep dry down, you get the vanilla and the wood, but that warm orange citrus stays. So I love the fact it's a long-lasting citrus fragrance. So love this fragrance. I cannot be without it. It's a fragrance that I wore on Mother's Day. I love it. Now, a newer one to my collection is Dolce Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana. Such an amazing fragrance. This is, it just, you know what? It just gets better and better, honestly. It's got orange blossom, there's panna cotta, there's rum, there's a candied lemon note. This stays delectable on the skin the whole entire time you wear it. It's got great projection. So this is one that I smell, like I'll move around and I can smell it, and I never get sick of smelling this. The orange blossom just kind of helps it keeps it from getting too thick somehow. The candied lemon, the rum, the panna cotta, it creates this kind of milky sweetness. It's just absolutely delicious. And the cool thing about this is it's definitely got a vanilla base with the lemon, but this is a fragrance that you can definitely wear year round, and it's not going to feel too thick or cloying in the summer. Seriously, I'm in love with this one. Like, I can't put this one down. So fantastic release. Now, another one that is just so fantastic as far as getting a burst of lemon or citrus is Trisardidana. Talked about this quite a lot lately, but it is so good. It's refreshing. It feels somehow airy, but you get this lemon yuzu in there that's just so mouth-watering and delicious. This one feels kind of cooling somehow. Very sophisticated. I find it to be long-lasting. Not everybody does, but I find I get a good 6-7 hours, if not longer, out of this one. And I just really enjoy it. Like, some people notice the florals more. I notice definitely the lemon and the yuzu, and it feels as if there would be a little bit of vanilla in this. Now, even though these both have lemon in them, this feels candied. This feels a little bit fresh, a little bit cooler somehow, almost a little bit aquatic compared to something like this that feels full on kind of a gourmand. This definitely has more going on as far as florals and freshness, and so sophisticated, gorgeous fragrance. And this one's relatively affordable. Seeing as I just mentioned affordable, another really excellent affordable option is Quatre by Boucheron. Now this is a little bit more aquatic feeling. It's got tons and tons of notes in it, like strawberry and peach and apple, grapefruit, tangerine, lemon, orange. There's also jasmine in here. There's some caramel. To me, it feels like an aquatic, like definitely I get some grapefruit in here. Definitely get the rose. It feels like an aquatic rose. Really enjoy this. It's refreshing. This one's not overly long lasting, but it is affordable, so that is great. This fragrance feels classy and sophisticated, slightly aquatic, very refreshing. It would be in the same kind of family as something like an Idole by Lancôme, but I like this way better. Now, the other one that's amazing from this line, there's actually a few that are really excellent. Quatre en Rose. That one is kind of similar to the Sea line. So it has a black currant note. It's a little bit sweeter. Really enjoy that one as well. So both of them are excellent options if you like the Sea line, but you don't want to pay that price. Quatre en Rose would be a great option. Straight up Quatre if you're wanting kind of an aquatic, classy, fruity floral. This is really nice. Bizarrely, I always think of this as having rose. To me, it smells like it has rose in it, but it doesn't. It has jasmine. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Oh, it does have rose in it. It has rose and jasmine. So I definitely get the rose out of this. So really refreshing, light, perfect for warm weather. This is just beautiful. Another one that is an oldie, but it's just such an excellent fragrance that I will never be without. That's just a great designer all around is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This one has been around for quite some time, but I don't know how anyone could really get sick of this or some rendition of this, although they haven't come out with anything new from this line in a while. But it's just a sweet, beautiful, feminine fragrance that I just absolutely adore, and it's perfect for this time of year. So it's got lavender and bergamot in the opening. Definitely I get the lavender. There's iris, jasmine, and rose. I don't notice any specific floral. Definitely I get a little bit of powderiness, but the florals are just really blended nicely. And then this definitely has quite a lot of vanilla. There's tonka, there's sandalwood, there's licorice, benzoin, and patchouli. So those are kind of the base notes, a little bit of woodiness, but I get the lavender, I get a little bit of bergamot, I get those florals, I get the vanilla, and I just think it's beautiful. This one's quite comforting to me. Really enjoy wearing this and definitely enjoy the feminine aspect of this designer fragrance. Just stellar. One that I pull out for this time of year specifically is La Nuit Trésor Nude. Honestly, I kind of think this is my favorite out of the line. La Nuit Trésor is amazing too, but La Nuit Trésor Nude, I just love it's got a little bit of peach, a little bit of coconut, a little bit of vanilla. That's basically what I smell. I think there's rose in here too, but I smell like a coconut vanilla mainly with just a hint of kind of peachiness. I love putting peach with this. It's sophisticated. It smells amazing, would work well for something like a wedding. It would work well as an evening fragrance, but it's somehow the most classy, elegant coconut fragrance that there is. Like, I don't know of another fragrance. Xerjoff has one called Shanquan. I think it's Shanquan, something like that. That one's quite a classy, sophisticated coconut as well. But this, for a sweet, delicious vanilla that's coconut, it's extremely elegant. Absolutely love it. If you've smelled this, weigh in and tell me what you think. To me, this is just one of the most beautiful coconut vanilla fragrances that there are, whether it be niche or designer. This is so stunning. And I love wearing this, especially with peach. Next designer that is just amazing, that will take you into the summer for sure, is So Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. Now, I always talk about Scandal à Paris because that's definitely my favorite one, but So Scandal is such a gorgeous designer fragrance. This one has raspberry, it's got milk, It's got tuberose. You definitely get that bubblegum tuberose. So it smells really candy-esque. The raspberry in here is definitely a bit synthetic, but it's just fun to wear. It never gets to be too much on the skin. So you put it on, it's definitely mood boosting, energizing, vivacious, flirty, just such a fun fragrance for spring and summer. I absolutely adore this. Have you tried it? What is your favorite scandal? Like, leave it in the comments. I would love to know which is your favorite. Down to 3 more. The next one is Burberry Goddess. I cannot get enough of wearing this one. Like, I love dousing myself in this one. So this is definitely a lot of vanilla. So this has vanilla in the top, the mid, and the base. It's delectable to me. It's not too thick. It would work any time of year, but this would make a beautiful evening fragrance for the warmer weather. Now, I get somehow, I feel like there's lemon in here. There isn't. There's ginger and there's lavender. I definitely get a little bit of that lavender, but it's kind of underneath. This is just, to me, the most beautiful vanilla for warmer weather. It never gets too thick. There's lots of great vanillas out there, but this one to me is so nice. It feels warm and cozy, but not cloying. So I love this fragrance. Some of you struggle with this one a little bit, but I love it. I can douse myself in this and I just enjoy myself all day. Like, seriously, all day, loving it. I've got another one from Dolce & Gabbana that I just think is fantastic for spring and summer, and it is Dolce Garden. Now this, to me, although it has coconut, what it reminds me of is a delicious nectar. I think that this is what a fairy would smell like, going from flower to flower, resting in them, playing in them, whatever. She would smell like all sorts of different types of floral nectars. That's what I get out of this. This has magnolia and neroli in the opening, as well as some orange in the middle. It has coconut, frangipani, and ylang ylang. Definitely get those tropical florals in here for sure. And then the base is vanilla, sandalwood, and almond. So definitely I noticed the almond. It just smells to me like it's mouth-watering. It smells sweet, delectable. It's quite thick and syrupy feeling, but when you have it on the skin, even in the hot weather, it doesn't feel somehow too thick or cloying. I just love this fragrance. It feels relaxing. It feels like some sort of tropical paradise with fairies and frolicking. I love this one. Do you guys love this one? Like, nobody talks about this fragrance anymore, but I just think it's spectacular. I'm so glad I have it. And the last fragrance it has nectar in the name, and it is Idole Nectar. This is my favorite from the Idole line. To me, this is so beautiful. This could be worn, all of these, like I said, could be worn all year round. This one projects well in the colder weather as well, but I always think of it for this time of the year just because that's when I bought it. And the color of the bottle reminds me somehow of Easter. I just love that bottle. But what I love about this is that it's this beautiful sweet rose that smells like a peony. So to me, it smells like a big, huge, fluffy peony with caramel drizzled all over it. And then just somehow on the air, you're getting little whiffs of popcorn every once in a while. It's delicious. And like, you know how you get a sweet and salty popcorn and it's so good? That the popcorn is very, very, very in the very deep dry down. What it creates to me is just a little bit of earthiness. It keeps this from getting too sweet by just adding a little bit of kind of an earthy, grainy feel almost to it. But I love it. I love that sweet kind of peony-esque rose. I love the caramel and the vanilla. It just comes through big time. It's like a big, huge party. So I imagine a bunch of balloons and all of these colors and some dancing going on, and you have this fragrance. I always get compliments. The fragrances that get me the most compliments are this one and this one out of this list. Yeah, for whatever reason, people really notice these two specifically. The other ones, I haven't gotten tons of compliments on them, but they're all just amazing. What about you currently? What are your favorite designer fragrances for the warmer weather? Please leave it in the comments. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.